we were expecting that the team who wins the toss will probably field first, and that's what happened. Hardik Pandya chose to bowl, and in a big contest. But like they say, runs on the board.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talking IPL. One more episode where now we are from 8 teams. We are only 3 teams remaining with Chennai in the final 10th final. Let's talk about what happened during the entire during the playoffs, basically the qualifier and the eliminator. And joining me is UAE opener Chirag Suri, cricket enthusiast Sai Prasad, who's got an immense passion for the sport, and Shyam Krishna, senior associate editor. Welcome everyone to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, Chirag, let me start with you because the two playoffs, if you look at the openers played a big role in both the playoffs, if you look at. So,
thank you very much.
Talk to us about what are your thoughts on the two matches, basically, and especially the roles of the openers in these two games.
I think we were expecting that the team who wins the toss will probably field first, and that's what happened. Hardik Pandya chose to bowl, and in a big contest. But like they say, runs on the board. Once you have those runs on the board and you are able to get good totals on the board, there's always pressure, for the team chasing. So this is what has happened in both the games. 2 totals were scored that they were very, very good, strong totals, especially for a do or die playoff encounter. A lot of pressure on a Chennai wicket. We all thought that Do would come into play, and second innings it will not grip. But we saw Jadeja was able to come into the play, and the other spinners also came to the party, which is not what we were expecting. So like they say, these kind of contests can go either way, and it's who puts the hands up. And clearly the two of the experienced sides, the veterans have put their hands up, and they've taken the opportunities. They've held their nerve. We've seen some amazing performances. A young fast bowler coming in, taking 5 wickets. We've had very good performances from the Chennai guys. So I think overall a very exciting couple of games. I think, of course, a little bit one-sided, the second game yesterday, but the Chennai encounter, Rashid Khan put a bit of life into it, but, not quite there. But definitely 2 good, strong games, I'd say.
As a follow-up question, I would like to ask you, as an opener, what would be your approach, whether it is chasing the target or setting the target? So how would you approach Chirag?
I think definitely in such games, you need to get off to a very good start. It's very, very important. We've seen it. The teams that do well in that power play, you don't want to lose too many wickets. At the same time, you want to get that above 45, 50. You don't want to be like 30 for no loss. That's where the conflict in your mind is, that do I have to play my shots or no? But I saw that the openers were playing freely. They were very clear with their approach. They went out with that mindset that we need to put the bad ball away, rotate the strike as much as possible, not too many dot balls. So I think the plan really worked for CSK, and they've executed it very well. As openers, sometimes you feel it's a high pressure game. You don't want to be 15 for 2 or 20 for 2, because then you're always backpedaling. Then the opposition is on top. So I think the way they batted, just risk-free cricket, good high percentage shots. So I think it goes to show a lot of the maturity of the batsman, and the way they're thinking, and the think tanks, how they are giving that confidence into the players. So definitely full credit to the way they batted.
So as Chirag mentioned, some young fast bowlers are making their way into this IPL. Of course, Shami is leading the purple cap, and you have somebody like Deshpande. Isn't it unexpected? Because generally IPL has been a show dominated by the spinners, whereas in the top 10, we are looking at both the spinners and the fast bowlers are kind of
Mixed.
sharing the spoils, mixed ones right now, basically. So what are your thoughts on that, Sai?
Oh, really? Shami is doing fantastically well, and I'm surprised. I mean, he has been an ace bowler, and actually, this IPL is missing Bumrah. If Bumrah would have been there, we would have seen a competition between the two fast bowlers. Yes, but definitely in the fast bowlers, even Tushar Deshpande is giving a chase. But I mean, yesterday's performance of Akash Manwal was fantastic. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, he's now number 4 in the list after Sohail Tanvir, Adam Zampa, and I think Anil Kumble in the wicket-taking list. I mean, the best figures in a match. He's got 5 for 5, and that I sometimes a tennis ball cricketer comes and plays an international level T20, unbelievable. And I think he deserves. I mean, his wicket of Puran. Oh, what a ball it was! I mean, it was one of the best balls, and I think there's a good competition between spin and pace, and everyone is doing the best. You know.
Yeah, true. And Mumbai seems to have invested a lot of on their youngsters this year, isn't it? So it seems to be paying off this season. So how do you view it, or what's your take on that?
Mumbai, I mean, that is the best part of Mumbai. I mean, it's got a fantastic financial backing, a big support from the Reliance industry, and they have done a fantastic thing in backing up in individuals. And I understand there's a selection committee that actually goes and sees each and every match to select the best youngsters and for the match. So they have done a fantastic job in nurturing youngsters, and they're giving everybody a chance. They have got a bench strength that is there for future. If you look at the cricketers that they have cropped up. Today, even Hardik Pandya is a Mumbai product. Jasprit Bumrah is a Mumbai product. So for me, the playoffs, the eliminator will be Mumbai 1 versus Mumbai 2. Actually, so that's how I think it's going to be.
Which Mumbai will win?
Basically,
all three
games. All 3 games, if you look at the eliminator, also had a Krunal, and the qualifier 2 will have a Hardik. Yeah,
correct. True.
All are Mumbai products. Correct.
True. And I know the question is which Mumbai will win. That's a 1,000 question.
That we will come to it later in the show. That we will save it for the last. Sham, again, you have been following Mumbai very closely for a while, and you must be very happy with the way the youngsters have come in this year, isn't it? Which was not happening last year.
I hate to say that you've been walking up the wrong tree. You guys have been talking so much about youngsters. This Madwal is not a youngster. Look at his age. He's 27 or 29. So he's not a youngster. And the thing is, okay,
I'll rephrase it. It's a rookie. Rookies are doing well. Maybe you can put it that way.
That I would admit. See, he's played only 17 first-class games. To come to a high-pressure situation like this and perform like the way he did, I think that is phenomenal. And like Sai was saying, a tennis ball cricketer, and from tennis ball to cricket ball, the gulf is huge. But we have had similar situations or similar episodes in the past. Like if you look back at the Hyderabad's Natarajan, he was also a tennis ball cricketer. So tennis ball cricketers coming into white ball cricket is nothing new, but I think because so long as you learn the basics right, you're good enough. And in tennis ball cricket, bowling a Yorker is not so easy. So I guess these guys all perfect the Yorkers there. Now, and also Shami also is not a youngster. So a lot of these guys you mentioned
I'm talking about the youngsters like Yash Thakur, Naveen, or Medwal, along with Shami is also doing well. I'm talking about the fast bowlers. Yeah, the fast bowlers are doing
basically, well. So you look at somebody like Mohit Sharma, who's been around for quite some time. He's done well. So, one thing I would admit is, yes, the fast bowlers or the seam bowlers are coming into the picture. And like we discussed last time around, it's no longer the slower ones are doing the trick. I mean, we saw the classic example of Harshal Patel he's been sorted out by the batsman, because last year somebody like Harshal Patel was a terror, especially in the slog overs. Now you could see that batsman has seen them through. So, but it's good to see. I would say, okay, it is not just the fast bowlers. There have been in matches where spinners also held the whip hand. So there are some matches where the fast bowlers have also done equally well. So I would welcome that. Simply for the simple fact that normally in T20 games, it is the batsman who calls the shots. So for a change, it's good to see bowlers coming and getting just rewards. I think, which is why that one was 5 wickets. I really applaud that.
Yeah. Chirag, I will quickly come to you because we were talking about the slower ones. How prepared are you these days to face the slower ones, Chirag? Like, basically, I'm sure you'll be at least getting 2 or 3 slower deliveries every over, isn't it?
Yeah, I think now as we sit down with analysts and we see the percentage of slow ones that a particular bowler will bowl in the depth. So we are told to set up for the slow one, and the fast ball you just sort of you react to. If it's a fast ball, you sort of react to and get a single, but you wait for the slow one and you wait, and then hit your shot. So you are trained to do that, because with some of these bowlers now they bowl 4 to 5 slow ones in an over. So you have to rather you set up for the slow one, not the fast one, and then the fast one you just react and get a single or something like that. So that's how we've been taught with the analysis, that if a bowler is gonna bowl this, you rather prepare for the slow one, because his percentage ball is a slow one in the death. So that's how we've been trained now. So everybody, like he said, Harshal Patel's been worked out, because last year they've gone, he's done so well, he's a threat. Every team identifies that. So to be consistent at IPL over seasons and seasons, like say, why is Rashid Khan so great? He's a spinner. To be successful over so many years, that's what is special. You can do it. You can have 1 good season, 2 good seasons, but then they figure you out. And that's what they've done with so many bowlers, we know. So to do it, to be consistent so many seasons, even as batsmen, you've had there was a guy called Paul Valthati. He had an amazing season. Then there was a couple of other guys who had terrific seasons. And then the next year they couldn't get bat to ball because every team had done their homework. Because nobody cares when you're not scoring, but when you score, teams prepare for you even more because they think you're a threat. So when I was doing well, teams used to come with more preparation the next time. So then they look at where his areas are, what are his, what kind of bowlers is he getting out to. So you start working these kind of things out, even as batsmen. So the research and the data has gone to another level with cricket now. It's no longer just a bat and ball sport. Yes, it is that, but there's so much information.
Yeah. Cham, I had to go to Chirag, but coming back to you. Now with Mumbai coming into the qualifier too, when they are kind of finding their groove, how dangerous are they now, Sham?
Very, very, very. Mumbai in the home
and that
stretch
too,
is
the
very
main
dangerous.
batsmen are not scoring runs. Rohit and Ishan are still not scoring runs, but still some good individual performances and coming from the rest, isn't it?
Yeah, which is why they are very, very dangerous. This is typical Mumbai. See, if you look at the Lucknow match, there is no single player who scored well, but all of them have scored. All of them have chipped in with the 20s and 30s, and that is good enough. Well, and of course, that in the end, that Nihal Vadera, he provided the final thrust as well. So I think for a while, Cameron Green rallied them around. But I was looking at the score sheet. Each of them has scored 20 plus runs. Yeah, and if you have 6 batsmen scoring 20 plus runs at a good clip, that sweeps it up, and that is precisely what happened yesterday. So I would say Mumbai are a huge threat, and my picks would be a Mumbai-Chennai final. And I hate to break your heart, Satish, and Mumbai could even win this.
Absolutely, Sham. Make it a 6. But still, I'm okay, Sham. 10th final, I'm okay with it.
We want to see good cricket. We just want to see good cricket.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sai, coming to you again, we spoke about Lucknow yesterday. Somehow, with Lucknow, we don't have that the confidence in the team where like Mumbai or Gujarat or Chennai, where they didn't do anything spectacular, but somehow they managed to sneak into the playoffs through some individual brilliances. Is the absence of Rahul as a batter and a captain was the loss for a reason for Lucknow's loss yesterday?
I don't think actually that is the case, because it was whether KL Rahul's absence did matter. It was more about the selection, whether de Kock was. He should. In my opinion, he should have been there instead of the opening KL Myers, because de Kock is a classy batsman. He has played in Indian pitches. He has performed well, and in the 3 or 4 matches that he got a chance to play, he would have done well. And also another point is once Kunal got out, and though he has taken the blame for getting out, I think it looks as if LSG gave up. And when Stoinis tried his best, and the unfortunate run out, and I think they lost the way there. They lost the direction there. So it's all about this. I don't think that strategic timeout. I don't know what was the discussion in the strategic timeout, that actually after the strategic timeout they started falling like a pack of cards. So that
Yeah, and even bowling is also a little they don't have such strong performances like the other teams, isn't it? Lucknow bowling.
Yes. Very true, very true. I mean, and also they took a risk with spin. That was a big risk. They had Yashdal was doing pretty well. So they should have actually gone ahead and tried with started off with pace, and pace did well after the third over in the first 2 overs. Yeah. So he was able to break the partnership of Rohit. I mean, the Rohit's and that's the worrying factor for Mumbai is Rohit's form. So I think I have to tell Satish that I think this time the prediction may go vice versa. Probably CSK will win.
Thank you. Okay, Chirag, in the first qualifier, Hardik should have bowled, isn't it? Like he didn't bowl even a single over, because especially he got the habit of getting early wickets, and Chennai depended a lot on the opening partnership. So would it have made any difference if Hardik had bowled?
Look, I think these are ifs and buts, and on the day, one can't really say it's these are kind of decisions you make as a captain, and sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't, and it's one of those days where it quite hasn't gone their way with the ball. Saying that, I do feel that Hardik is at least a bowler who should give you 1-2 overs, because he's got that skiddy. He rushes you. I've seen him bowl in the nets, and I've faced him as well. So he comes off very gentle. He's walking, but then he's skiddy because he's got a very quick action. So he does surprise you, and he has the knack of picking crucial wickets. We know that. So could he have bowled? Yes, no, but you have your sort of pattern already. You guys who've done well for you, you're feeling good, giving them the ball. They've delivered for you the whole season. So I think just one of those things on the day. I can't be too harsh on that.
Yeah, okay. But what about Dhoni's decision to take that, talk to the umpires for 4 minutes and keep that waste that time to make sure that Patirana bowls? Do you think it's a smart move?
Dhoni is a genius. It's time now. It's been 16 seasons. I think everybody knows that Dhoni is a genius, and there's no two opinions about that. Wherever he goes in India, he's treated like it's his home ground. Chennai is like a home ground wherever Dhoni is. So I think I don't know if this is going to be his last season, but I think we'll sure miss the Dhoni magic. I think Chennai will feel it, because you remember when Jadeja took over the captaincy, what Chennai went through. This is the same team.
Absolutely.
Mind you, this is the same team. There is only 1 or 2 changes. No major changes. This team has struggled to make the playoffs. Yeah. So if somebody tells you that Dhoni is not making a difference,
guys are missing as well.
Yeah, if somebody tells you that Dhoni is not making a difference as a captain, sorry, they do not know what's going on. They do not know what's going on. So I don't know who's going to take over the reins when he goes, but it'll be big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I think Chirag has become very diplomatic. I think Chirag is being diplomatic.
No. He's supporting Chennai, so I can't blame him. So it's
true.
No, I'm not giving any cut-through answers. I'm afraid of getting it wrong. So I'm supporting to all teams.
Very well said.
No. Okay, but the fact remains it. There have been so much talk happening outside in the media, social media, everywhere. As a player, does it affect you? Because I'm talking from your perspective. Because there's something which you can give us the input. As a player, will it affect you?
It'll affect. It affects everyone, these kind of things, and what's the noise outside, and what the expectation is of everyone around you as team, as players. These things do matter for players. You need that sort of mental stability, and I think it definitely plays a role on the mental side of things. Cricket, everybody's, like we said, this guy has come from tape ball cricket, and he started. It's all mental. So it's a mental game when it comes to a certain level. All the players have tremendous ability. That's why they're there in IPL. Now it's only about who holds the nerves and who rises to the occasion and nothing else. So I think the management, team, captain, all these things really do play a role for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are looking forward to the next game, that is a qualifier 2. Each one of you, starting from Chirag, who do you think will win tomorrow's game? And then, because before saying that, between Mumbai and Gujarat, they have played each other a total of 3 times, and Mumbai holds the edge. But Mumbai has not beaten Gujarat in Gujarat. Let me put it that way. So now, who's your pick?
You know what? I think all of you guys might disagree, but I'll go with Gujarat. Somehow I feel that they sort of turn it around and they have something that, I just don't feel that Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan are, they're not finding the rhythm or something, and it's another big game. And Gujarat has a very, very good bowling lineup. So I feel that if they don't quite get the start, it'll be tough to get that, 170, 180. And you need that 170, 180 because this team has batting till Rashid Khan, till number 9 they're batting. So if you don't have a good total on the board, this team has got the batting to, bat first and score runs and chase. So they've had a bad day against Chennai, but I think I'm backing them to. Otherwise, it's I want to see Chennai and Gujarat
final.
Adani Sahab, Gujarat,
Okay.
See, my heart says Mumbai, my head says Gujarat. So whoever I've chosen,
very diplomatic.
No, whoever I've chosen, I've actually lost. Because I was thinking Sunrise was on top, they are now on the bottom. So let me put it this way: my heart says Mumbai, head says Gujarat.
Yeah. Okay, Cham.
See, I won't be diplomatic here. I will stick my neck out. Simply, see, you look at Gujarat, I completely agree with Chirag, because if you see player for player, if you look at Gujarat and Mumbai, Gujarat holds the edge. I told this right at the beginning of the tournament when I went through the whole list of players. The best and the most balanced team was Gujarat, which is why I had at the time predicted that Gujarat would win the IPL. But now, as the time has passed, we are on the last 2 matches. Now it's between Mumbai and Gujarat. So Mumbai, I had said that they may not even qualify because they are the kind of the team they have and the kind of injuries they've been carrying. Like somebody like Jofra Archer and Bumrah, we've spoken about their injuries many a time. And if you look at somebody like Madhwal, we didn't even hear. He's the guy who actually pushed them into the playoffs. If it was not for him, maybe Mumbai wouldn't have made it. So, but then this is the team which knows to win. They not for nothing they have 5 titles. So, to me, the strength of the team doesn't matter. Like Chirag was saying, finally it's on the day who performs or how they perform or how they handle their nerves or how they handle the pressure point. That is what matters. The players don't matter. The caliber doesn't matter. The experience doesn't matter. Who performs well on that particular day? I think the momentum is with Mumbai, and that might push them through. Not just that, Gujarat. If you look back, they've been on a roll throughout the league. They have had only 2 or 3 losses, and maybe this is the time they're stumbling. So a sudden loss of confidence can affect you, but on the contrary, it can even lift you up. Okay, now that we have lost 1 match, so let's put our heart and soul into it and bounce back. That could be the thinking as well. But I think the momentum is with Mumbai, and Mumbai might beat Gujarat this time around.
Okay, Cham, since you said the players will be picking up, who do you think will make a difference? Just a wild guess tomorrow. Just your pick.
I wouldn't do that simply because if you look at Mumbai was served by everybody and somebody like Madhwal now, which nobody expected him to pick a fire. So it's difficult to book, but blindly if I can pick, okay, it's going to be Suryakumar.
Lovely. Okay, Chirag.
You want someone who's going to score for Mumbai?
Either of the team. Who will be the top performer tomorrow?
Hmm.
It's like picking a dream 11 kind of a situation.
I feel that Hardik Pandya could come to the party. I want to see a Hardik Pandya do well, and I think if we see Hardik Pandya do well going forward, T20 India needs a captain, and he's someone, especially with his three-dimensional game, batting, bowling, and fielding. I think it's very good leadership qualities. I've seen him throughout the season. Wickets are falling. Him and Nehra are sitting at the back. No stress. They are enjoying themselves. They don't panic in tough situations. Even when wickets were falling, they were having a chat and they were checking in on things. And you see these kind of things in the dugout, because when you go through these things, I feel that he's super calm, and I think he'll step up tomorrow. I hope so.
Dhoni 2.0.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. He is. Yeah.
Okay. Sai, who?
See, I want Rohit Sharma desperately back into action, because now the test match is coming. That will give him a lot of confidence if he performs well in T20 and with the World Test Championship at stake. So he is actually a performer during the main tournaments. Previously also we have seen when there was talks of him being dropped, he comes at 264. So I think this will be a chance for him to come back, because his fielding is still an ace because with that run out yesterday. So for me, Rohit Sharma will be the top performer. Is expected to be the top performer.
Lovely. Okay, you guys have your picks. Very good. Let's see what happens tomorrow. And then thanks everyone. Thank you all for joining. And please follow our website for latest news and updates, gulfnews.com, and all our social media channels. Thank you all for joining, guys. Thank you.